All right, word up, word up, word up, word up. All right, how you feeling? You ready?
Yeah, sure. I ain't got video on, so I'm good, man. You know,
Late ill kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that street geek and nerd soul. What is up, my people? Today or yeah, coming with another wonderful episode of That's Right Specials. We are chilling, man. We are kicking it. I am not by myself, but we're going to be getting into all this beautiful movie news. But like I said, I'm not by myself. I am joined. I got on the horn, on the phony phone right now. Keith of Blerd-ish. What's up, kid?
what up, y'all? We digging down deep again. We coming back
That's
for the
right.
sequel.
Dirty South Styles.
It's like the return of Jaws, man. It's like I don't know. It's the Matrix 4. It's like the 30th Marvel movie.
Oh
The
boy.
of COVID.
So of course we got Keith up in here. Mark will be coming in a second momentarily. Hopefully we'll see. I want to give a shout out to the chat right now. We got Mark Keith Collins up there. Thank you
What
for
up?
rolling through. Thank you everybody who's might be looking and lurking. Hit that thumbs up if you like what you're seeing.
What up,
Hit that
lurkers?
thumbs down if you want to wait a little bit. But you know what I'm saying? It's on you. It's on you. You know what to do.
Hit that thumbs up.
We got some news in these streets earlier today.
Major news.
Deadline reports Warner Brothers sets entire 2021 movie slate to debut on HBO Max along with cinemas and seismic windows model Shakeup. And what they mean by windows is like release window, like it's in the theater for a little bit, then it's over here for a little bit, Redbox, all that. That's what they mean. So earlier today, Warner Brothers was like, you want to drop some heat on them? And then the other executives was like, yeah, we want to drop some heat on them. So here's the deal. They said following the 1 month HBO access period domestically, each film will leave the platform and continue theatrically in the US and international territories with all customary distribution windows applying to the title. So at least from what I'm reading, and you let me know, Keith, if I'm wrong, everything is going to release at the same time on HBO Max and all the theaters. And then after a month, the movie will come off of HBO Max for a little bit to be only in theaters and then come back. At least that's how I read it.
That's how I interpret it too.
Cool. So next year is 17 movies from Warner Brothers. And Warner Brothers got a grip of movies. Like, this ain't no small studio. This ain't like Blumhouse saying they're going to release all their movies or something. Like, this ain't like Legendary, like saying, and no diss to them, but they're just, Warner Brothers it's Warner Brothers. So you're going to get Denzel Washington's The Little Things, Judas and the Black Messiah, Tom and Jerry, Godzilla vs. Kong, Mortal Kombat, Those Who Wish Me Dead, The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, because the devil always made me do it, In the Heights, Space Jam, A New Legacy, The Suicide Squad, Reminiscence, I think it's Reminiscence, Malignant, Dune, The Many Saints of Newark, and King Richard, Cry Macho, and Matrix 4. What up? Got Lady Lisa in the spot. So this is huge.
It's a shakeup, man. It's something different.
And Vivi in the spot. What up, Vivi? Nice to see you. This is huge. After you read this, I messaged you. I was like, yo, this is a big deal. I was like, yo.
We are in unprecedented times.
Yo, it's crazy. So I sent you the message. What were your like, kind of like initial thoughts around this when you got the news?
I ain't gonna lie. I kind of like, since we've been really digging into AT&T, which owns Warner Brothers, which owns DC, which owns all that. So this is technically we're still talking about AT&T, and I looked at the list that was coming out, and honestly, I was like, I only like about 6 of these. I was like, there's about 6 movies I want to see.
But it's still 6 that you don't have to go and risk your body and life and limb for. You know what I'm saying?
That too. And I also just kind of laughing at a guy I come across in a certain nerd group. Just just interactions with some people before this news even came out.
Yep.
We still kind of like I don't know, some dude who's an AMC fanboy. I don't know what he was going on about. But that was funny. That was a funny interaction. But I was like, dude, I'm gonna enjoy these movies at my house with my son, safe on my 4K TV.
Thank you.
And he was like, you know, if 4K TV that you can get now for $300 and under, that's still like 65 inches on my own built-in couch. I can pause. I can go to the bathroom.
Thank you very much.
Bathroom. I can pop me open a bottle of Hennessy if I want. Pop my own popcorn.
Hey.
Look, and man, look, I'm gonna keep it all the way gutter and country down here because I'm from Louisiana. It's gonna be crawfish season in a few. I'm eating crawfish. It's some good food and drinking while I'm watching Warner Brothers movies.
And you ain't got to worry about somebody sitting in your seat because you at home.
Oh my God.
So you chilling. When I saw this news, and we got Mark up in here. Mark will be in here in a second. Mark, just let me know once you live.
I'm live, baby.
Yeah, Mark up in here. What up?
I'm live, baby. I'm in the cut like peroxide.
That's what I'm talking about.
Y'all, excuse me. It's funny because we're not on video, and when Mark talk, all I see is his other blank dot expression, so it's throwing me off.
Man. So Mark, when you heard this news, how were you feeling when you first heard the news?
You know what, bro? The great thing about it is
there we go.
They understand, they were trying to press us into coming back to the theaters, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
with Tenet.
About it.
I really wanted to see Tenet. And they were like, big boy movies are back in the theaters. Like, I remember that promotion. And I was slightly insulted by it because I'm like, yo, we not stupid, yo. We know we know marketing is the devil's tool to get people to buy stuff they shouldn't. And we are in a pandemic, and y'all are trying to force our hand. So when they announced that they were going to be bringing movies to HBO Max and to the theaters, I said it's smart. First off, because it's going to help us. It's going to serve them in the pandemic. But secondly, it might not be the death knell to theaters that we see coming up the road. Maybe that'll breathe a little life into them. Like, honestly, I would like to. I like the movie experience, the movie going experience, but frankly, it had become something that had become too expensive. Like it's like you can't even afford to go to the movies more than twice a month. Man, they busting your head.
Yeah, man.
And look, people in America always want to cry about they need options and my rights. So now you have to be stupid to go to the theater, and we have the right to be smart at home and watch it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Everybody happy. You got to move. You can go to the theater all you want, and I can stay right at home and enjoy my HBO Max. You know what I'm saying? Because straight up, since Netflix got strong in the game, I was like, yo, why can't we just release the movie at home and in the theater? Like, this is something I've been talking about for a while. I've been pushing this for a minute. And ever since the beginning of this pandemic, I've been pushing for this joint. So we got the news of Wonder Woman. We talked about this. We were like, oh, snap. Wonder Woman up in the spot. She coming to HBO Max. This could be a new thing, y'all. Then Warner Brothers was like, hold up. If you like that news, we're going to hit y'all with Matrix. Going to give y'all King Kong. You know what I'm saying? We're going to give y'all Suicide Squad. We're going to give y'all Mortal Kombat. What you want?
You know what's crazy? It was like the first shoe fell with, like, if I took one shoe in my left hand and just dropped it from like the roof or something for Wonder Woman, they took the other shoe and threw it through the window for the rest of the slate.
Yeah, you know what? That's a really dope analogy. Like, they looked at Wonder Woman and everybody was like, hey, it was like it's like when you pull your sleeve up on your shirt and you show that big muscle, that big gym muscle, because you've been in the gym. Yes, and everybody said, "Ooh, that's a big gym muscle." You be like, "Hey, well, wait till you see my quads," and then you pull your pants down, and then you show your quads, and you're not getting the reaction that you thought you was gonna get That's not this. This is actually the reaction that you
This
get when you
when-
show them that lovely six pack that I just dream about having.
Okay.
So,
That's
I'm trying to get.
another-
I'm trying to. Coop was like, okay, that's another analogy. That's
So-
a little different.
So we got
It's-
even more good news. More good news is, I've been Warner Brothers. I've been on y'all, but look, I'm a shareholder, so I can do that. I've been on y'all, but now
our vote matters.
our vote matters. But now, the release also says third-party distribution has been a bottleneck, which is true. Though the company recently reached a deal with Amazon Fire TV, so that's good. Y'all on the way. Unfortunately, they also said Roku, which has 46 million active accounts, aka one of me, is another top-tier streaming venue where HBO Max is not yet available. But I figure they're on their way. They on their way. They on their way. You know what I'm saying? They on their way. You know what I'm saying? Slowly but surely. Y'all should have been ready back in March or whatever, April or whatever. But look, y'all weren't ready. Y'all probably didn't believe, you know what I'm saying, in streaming like that. Now y'all was caught with your pants down. Now you okay.
I think they believe. I think AT&T has done enough to swipe some revenue and cut some, unfortunately, fire some people, as we keep saying, to straighten up their balance sheet as they get ready to, again, they working on that stock to increase. And they actually increased their dividends, a smidge. Yeah. So they are I guess not to get too financial, but I think they've been paying dividends for the last so many years. Like they close to what you call a dividend aristocrat. They're known for paying it, so they want to keep paying it.
And there's in this article they talk about not making their money back for the movies and things of that nature. And here's the thing about the money for the movie that people seem to not really get when it comes to streaming. We're not using the normal movie model anymore.
No,
so
not at
technically all. Wonder Woman will lose money for theatrical purposes, but the money gained from subscribers will more than look, Netflix isn't one of the biggest companies in the world for nothing. All right. That subscription model works. All right.
Yes.
And they're trying to get their subscriptions up.
Look, because like I was listening to another podcast before we do, and I ain't gonna mention their name because they fine, they got money. But they mentioned about the long-term play. Yes, they're losing maybe hundreds of millions now. But there's nothing like that Netflix long-term subscription money when you get people sucked into your model of content.
Money that you can count on.
Yeah, like you can parse that out to if you got other stuff you could do. It's a subscription. Basically, everybody look, just like I just said, I'm not going to go to all those 17 movies.
Nope.
6 at best I'm gonna watch.
Now let's be honest. Since it's at home, you're more likely to watch more of the 17 than you normally would.
Yeah, I might try one of these.
Which brings you further into the Warner Brothers family. It all works together.
Exactly. And then no upcharge. So now I feel psychologically,
like
I feel
Disney.
like you got a value. And technically, you do have value when you look at compared to the overinflated price of a movie ticket.
Mm-hmm.
For one movie.
And the concessions. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I can go to Dollar Tree and get my concessions for $1.
Tell it.
And do.
Yep. So we got big budget movies coming. And then we got the kind of like small dramatic joints coming. I think that this on a long-term kind of like outlook for distribution should be the way. I think everyone else should follow it in some way, shape, or form. And I don't know if I'd say that this is the death of movie theaters, even though there's an article that you shared talking about how stocks took a hard dive today.
Oh, they dove. They dove.
Like, they dove. AMC, they dove and got all tens.
Marcus Theaters, Cinemark, and AMC dove like maybe about 10% at least.
Good God. Man, look. But this is the thing. Time moves on. Technology moves on. You know what I'm saying? And let's be honest. Theaters haven't really stepped their game up in years. And I'm not talking about your boutique theaters like Alamo Drafthouse or something. I'm talking your regular Cineplex from around the way. AMC has not really stepped its game up in years. Neither has Regal. And I'm not talking about, oh, they got a new projector. No, I'm talking about when someone sneaks into the theater, is getting rowdy, y'all don't never do anything about it. Where the ushers at? Y'all, I can't even enjoy my movie. And then when I ask, once again, when I ask for something, you're just like, oh, well, I'll just give you a ticket to another movie. That same thing gonna happen.
And Mike, I was thinking about this.
And that has happened, Mike. That has happened. Like, I've gotten a rain check for bad service at a movie.
To get more bad service.
And then got another rain check for more bad service. I was like, are you serious? Y'all just ain't gonna fix this?
They look at you crazy when you come back with your bad service rain check next time you pop up. But I thought of another analogy of another thing that used to be prevalent in America back in the day that is no longer prevalent now. Like you say, you have your boutique things. Think about it. What's the other form of major entertainment during this pandemic that has grown rapidly, in fact, over just years? Video games. You know what used to be prevalent? You know what used to be popular that's now only to boutique people? Arcades. They no longer exist. So movie houses can disappear where you still have, like, you still got your Dave and Buster's chains. Your main events are like really high end, theme parks or like bowling alleys or stuff like that. Yeah. But you don't have like the little raggedy joint in the neighborhood no more around the corner or your 7-Elevens.
Where the older teenagers like hung out because they were too young to actually go somewhere, but they were too old to be
hanging around me when I was
hanging out of the house. So they were just
blowing smoke in your face,
blowing smoke in your face when you try to walk in. They want to talk trash to you when you beat them in Samurai Showdown. Yeah, I said it. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
take the mail. You know what it is. I can't help it that you lacking.
Look, just in there in the dark, just playing Super Mario Brothers and drinking Slurpees. Way back in the 80s, y'all. But or icy is what we call it. But
getting that icy, son.
But movies, which funny, sometimes had arcades in them, and they had to get rid of the arcades in movies for bars because they wanted to start having more liquor in there to get you jazzed up to stay in there to drink and to spend more money.
And to try to make it more ritzy, if you will.
Yeah.
So
they water.
I'm like, look, y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta make. Here's the thing. Once I'll say it again, we made way for convenience everywhere. Why should theaters be any different?
Well, Mike. Well, as these other podcasters for this other famous network was talking about the sanctity of the theater. Yes, they really said that nonsense.
Yeah. All right. Let me break down.
It was you about to go to soapbox.
Sanctity. All right. Ain't nobody getting baptized in a movie theater. Ain't nobody being ordained to preach in a movie theater. Ain't nobody getting married or buried in a movie theater. Stop this sanctity mess. Man, get off of AMC and Regal Cinemas tip and shut up. Chillin out here, shilling for these big companies. Like you going, and I'm pretty sure these are people that don't own a lick of stock. Be the main ones out there. The sanctity of the theater. Oh, shut up.
Well,
they're trying to hear that mess. The same theater when somebody done stole my seat. The same theater when I walk in and stick it to my shoes. The same theater when some kids sneak in and be running around acting a fool. That theater, man, you don't get that mess out of here.
I mean, Coop knows how it made the news that there was a mad employee who left Movie Tavern, and they had a video exposing, showing where they had friggin' maggots around some of their food items, and it's like, That
Movie
rain check
tavern,
is not gonna be sufficient for a maggot in my pizza.
and also
Mhm.
movie tavern is some other suspect stuff. Didn't they have one time they had like one of the employees wrote, the N word on the receipt. They typed it out for like somebody. They
Wow.
did some wild
Yo,
stuff.
movie tavern be out here wilding.
Yeah, like people chirping at movie tavern, and
Yeah,
they do
like
not
so.
have good service.
Movie theaters are not. There's no sanctity of a movie theater, man. Stop it. Like, stop this
Like I'm
mess.
cool on that stuff.
Like, man,
I'm,
stop this idea where like
Which,
movie theaters are like this some kind of mesmerizing place. I understand if you're nostalgic for movie theaters,
yeah,
but stop
we
it, man. Look, they've run their course. As we can see, due to technology and due to the lack of their customer service, they have run their course. They buried
like
themselves, not me. I'm not the one that said, hey, don't have ushers anymore. Hey, why don't you do a half-butt job of cleaning up your theaters? I didn't say that. Did I say, hey, just let toilet paper be all around your floor and everything and don't never clean up? I didn't say that. They did that. So they buried themselves. If they were this bastion of sanctity in real life, people would care. People don't care because movie theaters ain't worth nothing. Let's be for real.
Just look at Call of Duty, Madden, 2K. We're
look
running
at
stuff like
how
that
much
online.
movie theaters really charge you for really not great food.
We're
Like
running
that,
high
man, and
powered.
that's
You get $10 for a bucket of popcorn.
We running high powered video games online where multiple people could play around the world, and they act like you can't show a normal movie with people just talking on a streaming service. They act like you lost something.
And like,
how?
There was somebody, was it someone you said? I can't remember. Somebody said something like, you can watch your movie at home on your 70-inch screen, but I'll be in the theater on a 2 million-inch screen or something like that. I'm like, yeah, but there's a difference. I'm not in an auditorium. So perception and perspective also takes place. So like, if I have a 70-inch screen, it's not as big as a movie theater. But if I'm only 5 to 10 feet away from it, as opposed to being like 30 feet away from it, it's a lot different. So the 70-inch screen can be just as mesmerizing as your, 2 million-inch screen or whatever.
Man, have you seen how high def some of these 4K TVs are?
Man,
like,
got one.
You
know what 4K can do? Play those high-end video games that you can play around the world.
Mm-hmm. Yo, Wonder Woman gonna be. I'll be like, look, bring on Wonder Woman so we can go on. Bring on Wonder Woman. Bring on HBO Max. The only thing, look, Warner Brothers, look. The only thing y'all need to do now is put HBO Max on Roku. All right, that's your last thing, and y'all good. All right, that's your last thing.
Got a question. We talked about this before the pod start. Now, as Jason, shout out to Jason Reeves of 133 Yard.
Oh, Jason Reeves in the house. What up?
He's in the house?
No, I was just playing. Just giving him
well, I'm gonna quote. We go quote Jason because you know how he feels about the House of Mouse.
Yeah.
This is where he will say, "Marvel, your move," or Disney, your move. I taking the position. In fact, people in the chat, y'all tell me, do y'all think this will prompt Disney to make a move? I don't think it will. For maybe about 6 months. Now, of course, Black Widow, whether if you're looking for it or not, but they do have WandaVision coming out, a couple of TV shows. And the reason why I say this, because Disney as a company really dwarfs AT&T somewhat, or just better far as the entertainment side.
Yeah.
Well, not better, but just they're more well run as of right now. It's true.
And that's due to the way they ran DC. So
and just because, and Marvel has been making tons of money for Disney, and then Disney has other, all the other things. And head to head, they had Roku and Amazon. You can get Disney Plus every single place. So guess what happened with their estimates? They have hit their 80 and about 70 to 80 million subscription mark off the bat in year one. So
because it's available. Accessibility is key.
So when you are the market leader, the question is, do you think this prompt Disney to make a move, or can they just sit back and wait?
This is how I feel. I said this offline. And big shout out to Marquis Collins. I'm gonna cover this comment real quick. Marquis said the big screen hasn't been popping for a hot one besides 3D, and that's low key. Man, 3D was such a gimmick.
It was.
I mean, yeah. If you
Outside
want your
of
eyes
Avatar.
to hurt, I mean, but that joint is a gimmick. Was always a gimmick. It was a gimmick the first time around. It was a gimmick the second time around. And it's still a gimmick. Like, but on to Disney. If I ran Disney, I would literally this Monday coming up, I would release a press to any press outlet that would listen, which is pretty much everybody, at around noon on Monday. Be like, hey guys, midnight tonight, Black Widow and episode 1 of WandaVision. I'd do that straight up because here's the thing. You might be winning now, but winning is not guaranteed. Your stock price ain't guaranteed. Being the leader ain't guaranteed. Remember when everybody was like, oh, Netflix is so amazing. Can't nobody stop Netflix. Now you got Hulu, they raising their cachet. Now you got Disney Plus in the game. You got CBS All Access. Now people ain't talking about Netflix like they used to. Netflix
Prime.
is still the leader, but and you got Amazon Prime. But
Disney
people ain't
they
talking about Netflix like they used to. You know what I'm saying?
Hulu, they own Hulu and they own ESPN, so they got sports and they got the TV market too. So
and Netflix canceled Queen Sono, so I ain't trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Look, you know what I'm saying? Let black women be spies. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. But yeah, I don't think this will prompt them to. It should, but I don't think it will.
I don't think it will for a couple of months.
If I was Sony, I would get our stuff together with Crackle or get rid of Crackle and rename it something. And because Sony got movies. You know what I'm saying? And I would drop that new Ghostbusters as soon as possible. What else did Sony got coming up? Something like look.
Well, they got the purchase of Crunchyroll coming.
Oh yeah. But that's not final, right? Is that final yet?
It's gonna take it's gonna take a second.
Well, yeah.
But when they get it though, they gonna have it, and that's gonna be their street. That's gonna be their big streaming surge.
Sony, look, I got the answers for y'all. Just hire me. Hire me. I'll run your, you know what I'm saying, your streaming service. Hire me. I got you.
Crackle rank on these random streaming services.
The thing is, Crackle actually has some stuff that's worth watching, but Crackle, its whole player is horribly outdated. The way they introduce ads and everything is just weird. They don't save your place when you try to come back to something. It just needs to be scrapped. Scrap it. Scrap it. Come out with something brand new and let me run it. I got y'all. And then because Sony got some joints.
Streamer that I want to watch less is like Peacock. Like I have no need to watch Peacock at all.
The sad thing is Peacock looks better than Crackle. Oh man. Shouts out to Cooley High. Cooley High said, agreed. If I was Disney, I would drop Black Widow on Christmas Day. They should just because they made us pay for Mulan. Here's the thing. I wouldn't wait because remember, Wonder Woman come out on Christmas. And
I would not.
I'm gonna be honest.
Wonder Woman.
I think that Wonder Woman is going to be better than Black Widow. So I would drop Black Widow before that joint.
I'll drop it after.
And I drop some kind of special episode of WandaVision, maybe like the pilot or something like that.
But they are dropping Soul. They are dropping Soul on Christmas Day, so they are doing the Pixar thing.
That's Pixar just erasing a black man's identity. I ain't nobody trying to see that. Look, I'm kind of trying to see it, but I'm tired of them turning black people into animals and weird spirits and stuff. You can't just be black through the whole movie. So I'm like, what? We got to be turned to a frog or a pigeon or something. You can't just be a black man through the whole film. You know what I'm saying? It can't be a black woman through the whole film. You know what I'm saying? You got to be something different.
You turn into a whole like a monster who I don't know who flies or something. Like a pigeon, which is little monsters that fly, but just or back in the day, a talking black crow.
Yeah, don't even talk about that. But yeah, Cooley High says also Spider-Man 3 can't be dropped on Disney, but Disney got enough they ain't really got to worry about Spider-Man. Like think of how popular and how successful Disney was with Marvel without Spider-Man. Like
exactly.
Sony need that joint. If I was Sony, I'd come out with my own service fast. You know what I'm saying? Tell them. You know what I'm saying? So
but at the same time though, Sony they got PlayStation 5 sales and they got the Miles Morales game for the 4 and the 5. So they doing good.
I got Sony, I got ideas to put all your stuff in motion. I'm just saying. Because y'all got games, y'all got music, and y'all got television and film. Y'all need to holler at me.
Let me to quote Louisiana legend Webby.
Webby?
Paraphrase Webby. Hi, my boy. Hi, my boy. Hi.
Say what's up.
What's up, man?
What's up?
You are groovy.
Oh man. So yeah, if I was Disney, I would make this go super fast. I would not wait. I would not dawdle around at all. I would not waste my time.
I just see them holding Black Widow off to March. I'm just gonna guess March. It might change depending on how nervous they get from whatever streaming data Wonder Woman do. Because they didn't make it clear. Is it Wonder Woman? Will Wonder Woman be the one that leave in a month, or is it going to just stay?
No, Wonder Woman's staying.
Okay.
Everything else is going to leave in a month and then come back. But the cool thing here is that you're also going to be getting what is it, Snyder Cut, which I don't think is going to be all that, but at least you're getting it.
I'm telling y'all, it is going to be
terrible.
The biggest monument to disappointism.
Bruh, I'm telling y'all like this.
I cannot wait.
Just so y'all know, your boy gonna be sitting here saying "I told you so" mad hard after that joint come out. I'm gonna be like, I'm glad y'all finally got it, so y'all can shut up about the Snyder Cut. I don't want to hear it no more. It's over.
Why does Steppenwolf look like a golden Louboutin shoe?
When I saw that,
fancy.
When I saw that design, I'm like, so you made it worse, though.
Yeah, it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense.
Oh,
and
man.
y'all know, I am an advocate of release the Snyder Cut. I hope the story is great. I'm having my doubts though. I saw Steppenwolf.
Yo.
I was like, Steppenwolf does not look like he can kick my tail.
Yo, Steppenwolf just look, man, look. And here's the thing. Kevin Davis jumped in and said Disney is going to wait to release films in theaters. I don't know why you put it all caps, but I guess you really wanted us to really get it. but Disney, I mean, I get it, but I'm gonna tell you like this. Like even in the article from Deadline, they know this is going to last a lot longer than we think. And I said, y'all might as well strap yourselves in for at least 2 more years.
You can throw 2021 away already.
Yeah, 2021 is done. Disney going to try this mess and it's going to fail. And shouts to Cooley High say, y'all ain't trying to watch Saved by the Bell on Peacock though?
Man, get out of here. You know what? That's hilarious though. Like, man. I saw it, but I'm like, what is this trash?
It's all right, because I'm saved by the...
Man, no. I ain't trying to watch...
No, I'm with it, man. I love that show. Peacock Mario, it is.
What's his name? Mario, get his...
Mario Lopez.
Mario
his
Lopez.
Hijinks on. No, I'm good.
You know what? I might watch whatever episode Laura's on just to support the sisters, but you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on.
All right. You might tempt me to skim through to find out where is Lisa Turtle. Where's Lisa Turtle? That's
Yeah,
it. That's
sorry,
all I
Lisa,
want.
not Laura, Lisa. Mixing up my shows. Man, but with this news, I'm generally happy. I will be getting my HBO Max subscription on. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be holding that. Oh, you best believe that. Your boy getting that HBO Max.
I'm
And-
already enjoying the benefits. I stuck with AT&T forever, and they gave it to me, and I was like, I'm so grateful.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Pause.
Grateful.
You have HBO Max for free? You have HBO Max for free?
Yeah, they gotta give you HBO Max. They cell phone service is so bad they gotta give you something.
I ain't get my free. Where my password at, bro? I'm paying for it. We supposed to share, man.
Grateful. He grateful for that personal package of HBO Max.
We had to have a whole business
my battery is
intervention
running low.
Oh, now your battery.
Your battery running low. You're breaking up. I can't hear you.
I guess get the free. I ain't gonna get the hookup. That's cold-blooded. I give him a whole Disney Plus password out here that I canceled last week.
Oh, you canceling Disney Plus?
Oh well, see, I got the hookup from somebody else.
So you got the hookup.
I traded HBO Max and YouTube TV. You know.
VV said gotta get it. I got to get it. That's right. That HBO Max, boy. Is HBO Max about to make y'all look bad. They subscribers about to go up.
Real talk. They got a good, for real, with the whole HBO being HBO in itself, dope TV shows, a lot of movies that you can watch that is comparable to somewhat Netflix. In fact, their movie, just pound for pound movies, is better than Netflix probably.
And they need to go on and fold all of Cinemax into it too. Since it's called HBO Max, they need to go on and fold all of Cinemax into it.
Yeah, they need to.
All of Cinemax's shows, what was the one with all the crazy fight scenes? Strike Back. Strike Back was on Cinemax.
Yo, I watched a couple of episodes of that, and it caught my eye. I was like, dang,
Strike Back is crazy.
Kind of cool.
I think they have Warrior too, don't they? Does Cinemax have Warrior or is that HBO? I can't remember. But anyway, Cinemax got a couple shows on the sneak tip. You know what I'm saying? They got some jams. You know what I'm saying? Don't sleep. So, is this a win for us? Yes. Is it a win for theaters? No, but theaters been slacking for a long time, so they just getting they comeuppance. I ain't dropping a tear for none of them. You know what I'm saying? Just like I ain't drop a tear for Tower Records. I ain't drop a tear for Sam Goody. I ain't about to drop a tear for AMC.
And here's the thing. The technology is
dope,
there.
Why
do we need to wait an arbitrary 3 months to get these things?
Yeah.
Like it could be a month or two at max, 60 days max. You can print it up, press it's on streaming, so it ain't like you gotta wait for DVDs to roll out, anymore. So especially if the movies suck, just put it out there. I get it. It's more difficult and a lot of money involved. You got to exchange hands and you got to meet certain quotas and contracts. I just think how sport, when you're a free agent in the NBA, you got to go to the negotiation table. I think Disney Plus and them need to bring them dudes to the table and be like, all right, let's get to talking. Because that arbitrary,
let's do it.
They gotta go.
So, Shouts Cooley High said Disney Plus really got us though. They gave us no new content except for Mandalorian. We were promised all those Marvel shows and got nothing. Well, to their credit, COVID happened. let's be real. To their credit, COVID happened. So it's not a situation where Disney's just not giving us stuff for fun. You know what I'm saying? COVID happened and Disney decided to wait it out. That's what they're doing. Do I think it's the best idea? No. I would have dropped it. I would have dropped that heat. We got a platform for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So I would have dropped that stuff. But Disney was supposed to drop things this year. It's just that, COVID happened, and it is a viral pandemic. Let's not front like COVID is not a big deal. Like it is an actual viral pandemic.
The people who about the sanctity of the theater don't think so.
Man, ain't nobody. Anyone talking about some sanctity at the theater, they be the main ones going to see like one movie a year. Either that, or it's a whole bunch of people that lost their ability to flex because they're used to going to see premieres, and I'm not interested in either of those. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Look, democratize this. Give it to the people. Drop it out. Put that. Boy,
flex on them. Flex on them, man. Flex on them.
Look, don't give away. Don't be giving nothing away.
Say with your chest.
But COVID was on. Remember, COVID was shot already. I think in entirety before. Mandalorian was shot, I believe, in its entirety before COVID happened. I think everything else was in flux besides Black Widow, but they wanted to kind of like wait it out. You know what I'm saying? So I think Disney is trying to wait it out in a bad way. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth waiting it out.
You know what they need to do with Black Widow? They need to find this sweet spot, because they need to find the sweet spot before Stranger Things 4 come out, because since you have a star in both of them, you need to definitely put it out before Netflix out jump you for that movie. For that.
Yeah.
Because
it's definitely worth it.
You don't want Netflix and HBO to propel themselves off of your patience. You patient, and they lobbing shots and punching you in the face.
Because oh boy,
if you swing at the king, you better not miss. But it's not like they missing.
Yeah, and Disney got time. They got a little time, but I wouldn't bank on having it forever. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing with Disney.
I'm gonna say by March.
I think Disney is a little too, a little too lax.
But I will say this. Now I got another question. Mm-hmm. What if they say, all right, we're gonna jump into this game? What if they try to come back and hit people with that Mulan, the extra upcharges for like say $10, $20? Like, you want this stuff, we're still quote unquote the market leader. You're gonna have to pay extra for it, or you just gonna deal with it. How you think? Do you think that could be backwards, or do you think people are just gonna still throw money at their feet?
Here's what I'd do. If I was Disney, I would go the company goodwill route. I would release Black Widow next week, and I would also release a press in the press saying anyone who paid for Mulan is getting 3 months free of Disney Plus. We already know who you are. Y'all are getting 3 months free. We're doing this new model, and anyone who kind of like paid into the model before, thank you for your support, and we're paying you back your support by doing this. That's what I do. You lose a little, you take one step back to take like 8 steps forward. Because when people see that on the outside, they're gonna be like, oh snap, Disney ain't playing. Disney for the people, son. And then
they learn mistakes, and then they already on Roku, they on Amazon, so they're just gonna get more people from that.
They start saying the mouse is a down soul brother.
Yeah. Just like Fox Soul, huh?
Fox Soul. Oh right. Boy. Don't get me started on that. Man. The most soulless production.
They gonna try to mimic Disney, and but instead of Mickey Mouse, they gonna have Ricky Raccoon.
Yo, Cooley High said, nah, Disney won't make that mistake twice. Hire NERDSoul. Yo, I be trying to tell him, man, holla at me. I got you. Now, I ain't gonna give you mad game. Nah. We're gonna give you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Show him a little bit. Say a little bit. Yeah.
Un poquito.
Just a little bit. We ain't gonna give you all that. You know what I'm saying? Say nah. No. Just a little bit. A little bit. Yeah.
Man, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Tell them to cut the
Yo, you better cut that check for real. Like Fox Soul, yeah, Marquis said it. Fox Soul is cornball, man. It's whack. It's just whack in general. Like, it shouldn't be as whack as it is, but it's whack. So, with that said, you ready to go? You ready to be out? Say peace, y'all.
Peace, y'all.
So, before we get out of here, we have exorcised the demons. You know what I'm saying? You know how we feeling. Get that HBO Max tonight.
Tonight.
Say tonight.
Tonight. What enemy?
Boy. Anyway, Keith, Mark, tell them where they can find y'all.
Okay, well, I'm Keith Cooper, Blerdish. You can find our podcast at www.blerd-ish.com. That's www.blerdish.com. We've got sales going on right now. Of course, I'm adding new stuff to the comic shop all the time for independent creators. Check out our things. Get you a nice Christmas present of blackness, art, and all that good stuff. And of course, find our IG at blerd.ish. We're on Twitter, and we have a Blerd-ish Facebook page, and I'm Keith Cooper on Facebook.
Okay.
All right, Mark.
I'm Mark Dub, part man, part thug. You can find me on IG at Mark Dub, MarkDub. Just look for the handsome guy. Stone facing, but I'm Mark Wallace on Facebook, and I'm Space Age 3K on Twitter. Don't ask, I won't tell. It's weird.
It's a secret.
All right, word up. So, of course, NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all them places. That's right. Hit the thumbs up if you like what you see, and hit the thumbs down if you don't. When you hit that thumbs down, all those dudes out there talking about how the theater is so great, I'm gonna send them after you, and you ain't gonna be happy.
Please, you don't want them. They crazy.
You don't want them. They so annoying. And then
they need to take baths and sanitize.
Podcast if you want to listen. NERDSoul all on that, and Spotify for that music. That's right. What you gotta say? Say something. Say what up.
What up?
Say right near the beach. Boy. anyway, guys, we're going to leave y'all with ARCKATRON.com. That's right, Arcatron Music, the Space Bridge in stores right now. So you need to go get it. From us to you, we're saying thanks for watching and peace. Give them a woo. Show them a woo for them.
And a woo for you.
A woo for you. Say a woo for you. Show them the woo.
And a woo for you.
That's right. Show them the power of the woo.
Oh, there it is.
Love all y'all. Peace.
It's like a black bat signal.
Yeah.
This is